The ITV studios in London's bustling White City thrummed with the familiar chatter of a midweek morning on October 6, 2025. The Loose Women set, a cozy corral of curved sofas in jeweled tones and a central coffee table strewn with teacups and biscuits, bathed in the soft glow of diffused daylight filtering through floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the Thames, Misty Bend. Denise Welch, the 67-year-old Geordie firecracker with her platinum bob and a leopard print blouse that roared her unapologetic spirit, lounged in her armchair like a lioness in her lair, flanked by the panel's powerhouse quartet, Colleen Nolan, nursing a mug of builder's tea with her no-nonsense squint and a chunky knit sweater, Gloria Hunniford, elegant in pearls and pastel cashmere, her Northern Irish lilt a soothing counterpoint, Janet Street Porter, sharp-suited and sharper-tongued, flipping through notes with the efficiency of a tabloid titan, and Christine Bleakley, poised in soft blue with her diplomatic dimples. The live audience, a boisterous blend of working mums on half-term, retirees with thermos flasks, and royal watchers waving cheeky signs like, "Spare us the drama," erupted in cheers as the theme music tinkled like afternoon tea bells, the air scented with fresh scones from the green room and the faint floral whiff of Denise's signature scent. Today's lineup was a lip-smacking scandal. Prince Harry, the 41-year-old Duke of Sussex, striding onto the set with the rugged resolve of a reformed renegade, his athletic frame clad in a tailored navy blazer over a white Oxford, auburn beard neatly groomed, blue eyes scanning the room with a mix of affable resolve and the subtle wariness of a warrior entering the lion's den, his Invictus Games lapel pin glinting like a subtle shield against the spotlight. Harry was there to pitch the 2027 Birmingham bid, a heartfelt homecoming laced with memoir musings on mending fractures, already stirring X-storms with hints of olive branches amid ongoing palace prickles. The applause thundered as he settled into the guest hot seat, exchanging quick hugs and handshakes, the cameras zooming on his practiced smile, Colleen kicking off with her cheeky warmth, "Harry, love, back in Blighty, Birmingham for Invictus. Spill the tea, how's it feel bidding on home turf after the Hollywood hijinks?" He chuckled, leaning forward with that disarming Duke drawl, recounting with the trials of adaptive archery in Montecito, Lilibet's already demanding her own bow and arrow, drawing belly laughs that echoed off the studio walls, Gloria nodding maternally at the "wee warrior." Janet interjected with a grin, "Games that'll grip the nation, tell us the venues that'll make magic." But Denise, her powder keg persona perking up like a tabloid tip-off, sipped her latte with a subtle smirk, fingers drumming the armrest as she clocked the camaraderie, the faint lines of her own headline-haunted life, Corey controversies, celeb Big Brother blow-ups, etching her face like footnotes to fierce feuds. As the segment segued to themes of triumph over trials, Denise leaned in with her booming brummy brogue, eyes twinkling with that mix of matey mischief and media muscle. "Magic's the word, Harry, Invictus ignites underdogs. But after Spare's stormy spills, family feuds, frostbitten fumbles, does bidding here feel like mending fences, or just a fleeting fox-trot with the past?" The fox-trot fanned faintly, the crowd leaning in with a soft rumble, Harry's pin twisting subtly in his fingers as he parried with polished poise, "Denise, fences." Spare surfaced the fog, racial rumbles, mental mists. Invictus mends the many, not the few. The studio's serenity held at first, but Denise's grin lingered, the air subtly thickening with the undercurrent of unspoken squalls, Frogmore floods, Oprah outflows, producers in the booth eyeing the viewer uptick. This wasn't mere morning motivation, it was a masterfully masked maelstrom where Welch's warrior would met Harry's honed heritage, the initial intimacy intimating the ignition that would inflame the interval into infamy. As the break beckoned like a brief breath, the Loose Women set's genial glow began to grate under gathering grit, Denise Welch waving her latte like a scepter of sass, her leopard spots prowling under the lights, while Prince Harry perched with persistent poise, navy blazer a calm counter to the coiling clouds. Gloria Hunniford bridged with a nod to the bid's community lift, "Harry, Birmingham's buzzing, jobs, joy for the brave. What's the one event that'll echo eternal?" Harry obliged, voice steady with soldier's steel, sketching vivid visions of wheelchair rugby in repurposed warehouses, his passion palpable as applause pattered from the front rows, Janet Street Porter grinning at the gritty glory. But Denise, her headline hunter's heart hammering like a tabloid press run, rustled a tablet into the tableau, its screen-scrolling X-squalls storming Spare as, selective squalls, glory, grand, but bids have baggage. Your games gleam global, yet Spare bagged barbs, Camilla's, Crow, Cause, Williams' wedding whirlwinds. Admirers applaud the advocate, but analysts argue it's amplified angst over authentic atonement. Harry's home halls for Invictus sans full family fanfare, is this mending, or masking the mess? The mask misfired measurably, the gallery's hum honing into hushed heat, a smattering of oohs from the stalls stirring with sly sympathy as Harry's pin gleamed, his tone tempering like tea on the tempest, masking. Denise, the mask was the monarchy, masking the media mauling that martyred my mum, masked us in misery. Spare stripped the shroud, game stripped the struggle. Welch's whoop whipped wild, struggle. You're strutting in style, Netflix nods, memoir moolah. I scrapped from stage school to this sofa without a scepter's shine, your shine's stellar, but some say it's shinier for the shade it sells. The cell stung sharply, Christine's, ladies, let's, lost in the lilt as Harry's cheeks kindled, posture perking like a pressure drop, sells. You sell the scandal, shilling the stories that shredded Diana to dust, shredded me to shards. Your scrap skips the sovereign snares, I'm bidding for the broken, not the bounty. The seat splintered, Snickers sinking with steadfast shifts, Colleen's raised brow a silent semaphore as Denise leaned closer, undaunted, her brogue broadening, broken. Or breaking, bidding bridges while branding brothers, that's the bid. Some bid is two-faced tenacity. Harry's hand hovered, pin piercing like a protest, two-faced. The faces are the facades, hosts hawking the hate that haunted us. This isn't loose, it's a laced lash. Gasps gilded the gallery, the set's synergy shredding as X blazed in the booth with hashtag Harry vs Denise alerts from angled apps, memes of Welch's tablet as Truth Thunder, thundering against Harry's pin as Duke Damper. The tilt wasn't tame, it was a tempest of Welch's warrior wit testing Harry's tempered tenacity, every ellipsis and ember edging the exchange toward the eruption that would exhale the episode into explosive eternity. The set's summit surged like a sudden squall, the ITV clock crowning 10:58 a.m. as Denise Welch bolted to her boots, latte lurching like a launched lance, her leopard a tempestuous tease, laced lash. Lad, your lash is the limelight, limbing losses for likes while we lap up the leftovers. I inhaled integrity from improv ignites, you inhale income from imperial icks. You're done here, no more ducal drifts on my dime. Harry harnessed his heritage, heaving to his height with heroic heft, Mike unmasked with a misty manifesto, done. Your dimes dimmed by disdain, dismissing despair for dazzle. Viewers, venture voices that validate, not vanquish. The gallery geysered into gale force glee and grief, a whirlwind of Denise's done it. And, Harry, hold strong, Gizmo's a gauntlet of grabbed glares as he hastened toward the haze's hem, strides a stanza of sovereignty, his blue blaze boring into the lens, loose women. More like loose cannons. Good morning, greet with grace, not gale. Janet, jarred in the jam, jabbed a jest. Harry, hold the high ground, but Denise, unyielding in the uproar, unleashed the ultimatum, Gale. Guards, guide him out, looses no lair for lashing lads, we've laughs without the lash back. The invocation invoked interveners from the interstices, the hullabaloo hitting hurricane heights in hurrahs and hisses, Gloria's, Denise, dial it down, drowned in the din as Colleen's calming call cut to crass commercials for crumpets and cruises. Upheaval unfurled unbound. X appended with hashtag Denise kicks Harry hurtling to heavenly heights, hijacked highlights harvesting hectatons by high tea, memes of Welch's latte as Malice Mist, misting Harry's mic as Duke Decibel. ITV's intakes ignited under ire influxes, Invictus's inflows inflating in indignation irony, Harry's horizon homage, a hazy horizon, captioned, bids beyond barbs, ensnaring empires. Welch, warrior in the whirlwind, whoop to the quiet, mornings mingle, mates, truth's the tonic, her exhale, at Prince Harry, reprise. No hard heather, heralding heresy hives from host hardies to ducal devotees. Tabloids from the Sun to the Mirror mauled the maelstrom, Ginger gored, Welch's wild whip, dissecting the kick, in kinetic keyframes, Meghan's missive a muted, my mainstay, Palace prattle preening it, Sussex squalls. Yet yonder the yowl, a yearning yarn yielded, this wasn't network nonsense but a nexus of newswoman's nudge on nobility's narrative, Welch's warrior wit warring Harry's hallowed hold in a hurricane of media motifs, motive masked by melee, metal mauled for metrics. Sponsors like Scone Syndicate spiked, Luce's luster leaping, but the twinge throbbed, a throbbing thesis on talk's tangle, kicking not the crescendo but the coda's critique. As London's lunch light lapsed, the melee minted a missive, in the lounge of live lacerations, ejections exalt the ejected, Harry's haughty hike a hymn of heroism over hazing, hailing a huckster-hungry horde to hail hard over the heartless hurrah of humiliation in the hodgepodge of hot-take havens.